I just got word that someone found poor Jonas's body. What a waste, eh?
You knew him better than me. I'm sure he understood the risk of playing both sides.
Yes, unfortunately this has complicated things. Jonas was a respected Cypriot, and his death has sparked riots near the old church. The public is hungry for revenge, and to quell this, the bull will call you out. You may lose the support of the resistance.
One death is enough to spark a riot?
The bull has been a cruel master, and unlike the Templars, he actually believes what he preaches. He loathes our local faith, and even went so far as to steal a set of historic scrolls from us, claiming they were symbols of pagan blasphemy.
But Jonas was a traitor. Did the resistance not know?
Not enough of them, I am afraid. The resistance is quite scattered.
Well, you'll have the chance to tell them yourself. Some men are on their way here now.
You are bringing people here? People you can trust?
I'm not sure who I can trust right now, but it's worth the risk. Right now, I have to stop these riots from spreading.
And per our bargain, I will see what I can do about getting you close to Masyaf. A deal is a deal, eh?
Agreeing to kill Jonas was rash. And until I find out more about Barnabas, I won't be running any more of his errands. Now, time to quell these riots before the bull clamps down harder.
What's going on out there? The city is in turmoil. I've seen riots.
The people are protesting the death of a citizen, a man named Jonas. Have you heard of him?
My father knew him well. He was a good man. How did he die?
Bravely. Listen, Marcos, things have gotten complicated. Before I find Bouchard, I need to eliminate the bull and put an end to his violence.
You have quite a taste for chaos, Altair.
The bull is one man responsible for the subjugation of thousands. Few will mourn his loss.
And you propose to just fly into Kantara, sting him and exit unnoticed? He surrounds himself with devoted worshippers.
Kantara? That's to the east?
Yes, it's the most well-defended... Forget it. You'll see.
Your tyranny ends here, Moloch.
No, it will continue beyond me and you and Masyaf. It will outlast us all.
Why do our instincts insist on violence? I have studied the interactions between different species. The innate desire to survive seems to demand the death of the other. Why can they not stand hand in hand? So many believe the world was created through the works of a divine power. But I see only the designs of a madman, bent on celebrating death, destruction, and desperation.
Altair, we were attacked. We tried to fight them off, but it was no use.
Did they take Maria?
I think so. They took everyone else. I wanted to stop them, but I had to hide. There were too many.
This was not your fault. The Templars are crafty.
I've heard they harness the powers of a dark oracle in Buffavento. That must be how they found us.
That's a curious theory, but I suspect it was Barnabas who tipped them off.
Barnabas? How can that be? The Resistance leader Barnabas was executed the day before you arrived.
Before I arrived?
Altair, the Templars are preparing to execute our men. You must stop them.
Assassin! There's an assassin here! Stop the assassin!
I wasn't able to locate all of your men, Marcos.
They may still be imprisoned, either at the harbor jail or in Buffavento.
It would help to narrow that down. We don't have much time.
Many of the jailers like to drown their sorrows in the harbor district after a day's work. You may be able to find information there.
Still no sign of Maria?
None. You think maybe she misses your company?
She might after she learns more about her old friends. Meet me later, outside the gates to Buffavento.
You're not allowed here.
Are you threatening me?
What's gotten into you? Keep that up and you'll pay dearly.
You don't even know how to use that thing.
Coward! You want to fight? Then show your face.
Forgive me, Sergeant. It's the wine getting to me. You resemble the man who took my job.
Eh? Where were you posted?
I worked in the chapel at Buffavento, until Bouchard got me drunk on wine.
Oh. Rough work around that old oracle, eh? I'm working the harbor prison myself, keeping watch over those resistant scumbags.
Are they still there?
Sure, and they ain't getting out. Just one Templar holds the key, a fella up at the Crusader outpost. If he loses that set, those bastards will rot in their cells.
We can't let that happen, can we?
Thank you, sir. May God bless you.
Was there a woman with you when you were taken?
A woman? Yes, sir. Until the bull's son Shalim took her away in chains. She didn't go quietly.
Hurry now. Return to your families.
Don't let him escape!
Altair, I just heard the news. More of our brothers are free?
Yes, but Bouchard seems to have his eyes on every branch of the resistance. Be wary.
It's that oracle. She sees everything. She's a menace and must be stopped.
I don't know what this oracle is telling the Templars, but if they were able to break the real Barnabas before he died, they may have broken her too.
Good God. Do you suppose they torture the poor man?
I think I'd like to have a talk with this oracle myself.
So the girl got away again, did she?
I'm sure she had help. 1 minute she was chained up, the next she was gone.
Don't insult me, Shalim. Your weakness for women is well known. You let your guard down and she just walked away.
I will find her again, Grandmaster. I swear it.
Do it quickly, before she leads the assassin directly to the archive. Oh, and Shalim, see that this is delivered to Alexander in Limassol.
Yes, Grandmaster.
Alexander is working with the Templars too? My God, Bouchard has spies everywhere.
What's happening?
It's that mad woman, sir. She's on a rampage. 2 of the guards are dead!
Let her play. She has served her purpose.
Pagan blood. I know your name, sinner. I know why you're here. God guide my claws. God grant me strength to snap your bones. Glory of God, I am his instrument. God's executioner. I fear no pain, no death.
You were a Cypriot once, a respected noblewoman. What secrets did you tell those devils?
Not without purpose do I deal in misery. By God's command, I am his instrument.
Whatever the Templars have done to you, my lady, they have done you wrong. Forgive me for this. Who were the ones that came before? What brought them here? What drove them out? What of these artifacts? Messages in a bottle? Tools left behind to aid and guide us? Or do we fight for control over their refuse, giving divine purpose and meaning to little more than discarded toys? The Oracle is dead. She won't be spilling any more secrets.
Ah, that is a great relief.
Who is Shalim? I overheard him talking to Bouchard earlier, discussing Maria. It seems they lost her.
Shalim is the bull's whelp, a vicious man, though not so devout as his father. He's been seen with Bouchard on more than one occasion.
I think I'll tail him for a while, to see what I can learn.
Meet me in the market district when you're through. I'd like to know what you've found.
My father's been murdered, soldier, and I'm in no mood to spend my own money on women. Why don't we spend a little of his?
Take a break. Shalim's orders. You ugly wretch. A face like yours ought to be taxed.
Please, you've no right to do this.
What's the take today,
Not bad, Shalim. Enough to buy some wine and a bit of fun.
I like the way you think, soldier. Let's go!
Raise a mug, Shalim!
Shalim, no! Please don't!
Have your fun, man, and round up some local talent for me when you're finished.
You're right. Shalim is no gentleman. I just watched him tear through a brothel like a feral dog.
He does that every week. No respect for anyone.
I need to get closer. If he's as stupid as he is brash, I may be able to get some secrets out of him.
Speak to one of the monks near the cathedral. Shalim's wayward lifestyle demands frequent confessions.
It's worth a try. Any sign of Maria?
No, none at all. I do hope she's safe.
If she's safe, then we aren't. So stay alert. Does it not trouble you, brother, to suffer the sins of such a vile man as Shalim?
It does, but to oppose him would mean death. The Templars have too much at stake here.
You mean the archive? Can you tell me where it is?
Hush, we can speak about this later.
Men and women of Cyprus, Armand Bouchard sends his blessing, but with a stern provision that all who foment disorder by their support of the resistance will be caught and punished. But those who seek order and harmony and pay obeisance to the Lord through good work will enjoy Bouchard's charity. Now, let us work together as brothers to rebuild what hate and anger have torn down.
Strange. He's quite charitable this morning. Paying penance for his guilty conscience?
Altair, back so soon?
The Bull's son has a confused strategy for Cyprus. Abusing the population one day, and giving to charity the next.
That's how the Templars keep us docile. Building churches and giving to charity.
I need to catch Shalim when he's alone.
You might try the harbor. Shalim likes to idle there whenever a ship full of exotic consorts arrives.
Ah, there you are, Maria. Clever lady. Or damned foolish. If any of those guards stop her palanquin, they may recognize her. I'd better clear the path ahead.
Ah, I didn't expect to see you again. How can I help you, little fox?
I'm not here to be flattered. I want answers.
Oh?
Is it true what I've heard? That the Templars wish to use the Apple of Eden for ill? Not to enlighten the people, but to subdue them?
People are confused, Maria. They're lambs begging to be led. And that's what we offer. Simple lives, free of worry.
But our order was created to protect the people, not rob them of their liberty.
The Templars put no stock in liberty, Maria. We seek order, nothing more.
Order or enslavement?
You can call it whatever you like, my dear. Assassin!
Apologies, Shalim. I let myself in.
You're looking for Shalim, eh? I'm sure my brother would be happy to join us.
Two of them, and two of us.
It's happening, Altair. The ports are emptying of Templar ships. Kyrenia will be free. Maybe all of Cyprus.
Stay cautious. They wouldn't leave their archive undefended, so it cannot be here.
Most of the ships that left here were headed back to Limassol. Could it be there?
Thank you, Marcos. You have served your country well.
Godspeed, Altair.
I remember my moment of weakness. My confidence shaken by Al-Mualim's words. He, who had been like a father, was revealed to be my greatest enemy. Just the briefest flicker of doubt was all he needed to creep into my mind with this device. But I vanquished his phantoms, restored my self-confidence, and sent him from this world.
Stay back, traitor! You have betrayed the Resistance and sold out our cause! Have you been working with Bouchard all this time?
I was about to ask the same of you, Alexander. I overheard Bouchard mention your name. He delivered a package to you, did he not?
Yes, the head of poor Barnabas in a burlap sack!
This was not the man who met me in Kyrenia.
What?
The real Barnabas had been murdered before I arrived, replaced by a Templar agent who did a good deal of damage before vanishing.
God help us. The Templars have been equally brutal here, with captains roaming the market, the ports, and the cathedral square, arresting anyone they see fit.
Don't despair. Kyrenia has already shaken off the Templars. We will expel them from Limassol too.
You're right. But you must be careful. Templar propaganda has turned some of my men against you, and most others are wary.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, I just got in yesterday. I'd rather be at sea than idling away in this dump. You know where I can find some entertainment, eh?
Oh, eh?
I have a message for Aman Bouchard. Has he come through this port recently?
I couldn't say. But he'd do well to avoid this place. We had some awful murders here last night.
Who was killed? Templars?
No. A couple of my men working the docks. Cut down where they stood. It was so dark. Nobody saw a thing.
Who was on duty that night?
A goddamn Templar sergeant. But you won't find him here if you're looking.
I am.
He's over by the cathedral today. Praying for his own soul, I hope.
Kill him! Kill the assassin! Get him! Feeling brave, are we?
You cower like a man racked with a guilty conscience.
You're getting desperate, assassin. Attacking us blindly, grasping for answers?
You let Bouchard slip through the ports last night, and murdered 2 good men in the process.
That wasn't my work. I just patrolled there. Go pester Dimitris. He practically owns those ports.
Dimitris? A wealthy man, I suppose.
Oh, quite. A debauched merchant and gluttonous worm. But he's been a useful ally in this operation.
You can always judge a man by the company he keeps.
Ah, girls, oh my lovelies. Spare an old man from his paltry imagination and let me gaze upon the reality of your beauty. Huh? This isn't a public house. For God's sake, remove yourself, pauper, before I call the guards.
I'm here on business, Dimitris. I'm looking for one of your clients, a killer.
What makes you think I know where to find such a man? I deal in textiles, not cutthroats.
Then what am I to make of the rumor that Bouchard hired you to sneak him through the ports this morning?
You're crazy. I would never work with that vile man.
Ladies, would you give us a moment?
Please stop! What is it you want? I'll tell you everything! That damned killer! A Templar cutthroat! It was he who paid me to... Oh!
A note from Alexander. He's planning something in the castle courtyard. I'm not sure what this means, but it would be wise to be cautious. Alexander.
A friend of yours?
You. I didn't catch your name.
What did I tell you in Kyrenia? Was it, Barnabas?
There's the traitor!
String him up!
Ah, sounds like public opinion has turned against you, assassin.
Stop! I will not fight you. I am not your enemy. Armand Bouchard is the man responsible for your misery. He hired this man to poison the resistance against itself. Go from this place and rally your men. Cyprus will be yours once again.
Quite a toy you have there. Do you mind if I borrow it?
So, you had it all along.
And now you see what kind of weapon it could be in the wrong hands.
I don't know that I'd call yours the right hands.
No, quite right. I will destroy it. Or hide it. Until I find the archive, I can't say.
Well, look no further. You're standing on it.
Kill him! Kill the assassin!
This way, quickly.
Witless Emperor Comnenus. He was a fool, but he was our fool. For almost a decade we operated in secret on this island. Our archive was the best kept secret on Cyprus. Unfortunately, even the best laid plans were not immune to Isaac's idiocy.
He angered King Richard and brought the English a little too close for comfort. Is that it?
Fortunately, we were able to convince Richard to sell the island to us. It was the only way to avert his attention.
Purchasing what you already controlled.
And look where that has gotten us. Ever since you showed up and stuck your nose into too many dark corners, the archive hasn't been safe.
I wish I could say I'm sorry, but I tend to get what I want.
Oh, not this time, assassin. Not now. Our little detour to Kyrenia gave us just enough time to dismantle the archive and move it.
You weren't shipping artifacts to Cyprus. You were shipping them out.
Exactly. But not everything has to go. I think we'll leave you right here. You are a credit to your creed, Altair.
And you have strayed from yours.
Not strayed. Expanded. The world is more complicated than most dare admit. And if you, assassin, if you knew more than how to murder, you might understand this.
Save your lecture on virtue for yourself. And die knowing that I will never let the Apple of Eden fall into any hands but my own.
Keep it close, Altair. You will come to the same conclusions we did. In time.
Everything I worked for in the Holy Land, I no longer want. And everything I gave up to join the Templars. I wonder where all that went. And if I should try to find it again.
Will you return to England?
No. I am so far from home already. I'll continue on. East. To India, perhaps. Or until I fall off the far edge of the world. And you?
For a long time under Al-Mualim, I thought my life had reached its limit, and that my sole duty was to show others the same precipice I had discovered.
Yes, I felt the same once.
As terrible as this artifact is, it contains wonders. I would like to understand it as best I can.
You tread a thin line, Altair.
I know, but I have been ruined by curiosity, Maria. I want to meet the best minds, explore all the libraries of the world, and learn all the secrets of nature and the universe.
All in one lifetime? It's a little ambitious.
Who can say? It could be that one life is just enough.
Maybe. And where will you go first?
East. Our origins seem chaotic, unintended, with purpose and being instilled solely by the passage of time, imposed by nature, and only later by men. What should we do with this rare gift of life?
The Templars have retaken their archive on Cyprus. Abbas sent no reinforcements. It was a massacre.
Oh my god.
Maria, when we left Masyaf 10 years ago, this order was strong. But all our progress has been undone.
Abbas must answer for this.
Answer to whom? The assassins obey only his command now.
Resist your desire for revenge, Altair. Speak truth, and they will see their error.
He executed our youngest son, Maria. He deserves to die.
Perhaps. But if you cannot win back the Order by honorable means, its foundation will crumble.
You are right. 30 years ago, I let passion overtake my reason. And it caused a rift that has never fully healed.
Let them speak.
We seek the truth about our son's death. Why was Seth killed?
Is it the truth you want? Or an excuse for revenge?
If the truth gives us an excuse, we will act on it.
Surrender the apple, Altair, and I will tell you why your son was put to death.
Ah, the truth is out already. Abbas wants the apple for himself, not to open your minds, but to control them.
You have held that artifact for 30 years, Altair, reveling in its power and hoarding its secrets. It has corrupted you.
Very well, Abbas. Take it.
What?
Before I executed your son, I told him you ordered it yourself. He died, believing you had betrayed him.
Altair! Altair! No! Strength. Altair.
Maria. He is possessed! Kill him! Take the apple, now!
Father, I got your message. What has happened? They're him! Turn back! Have they all gone mad? We have to go. Abbas must not get his hands on the apple.
If you need more knives, take them. Was it Abbas who killed my brother?
I will have the apple, Altair, and I will have your head for all the dishonor you brought upon my family. You cannot run forever! Not from us, and not from your lies!
Maria. My love.
They say he screams in his sleep, calling out for his father.
Abbas, what a miserable man.
It is not our place to judge. It certainly is. If our master has gone mad, I would like to know.
Shh. Good evening.
Water. Of course. Sit.
Many thanks.
What brings you here, old man?
Pity Abbas. Do not mock him. He has lived as an orphan for most of his life, shaped by his family's legacy. He is desperate for power, because he is powerless.
He is our mentor, and unlike Al-Mualim or Altair, he never betrayed us.
Nonsense. Altair was no traitor. He was driven out. Unjustly. Is it you? I heard rumors, but I did not believe them.
I wonder if I might speak to Abbas myself. It's been a long time.
Impossible. Abbas uses rogue Fedayeen to keep us from the castle.
Fewer than half the fighters here are true assassins.
So, where do I begin?
With us.
Kill him! Kill him now! What are you waiting for? You fools! He has bewitched you!
Tell your men to stand down!
No! I am defending Masyaf! Would you not do the same?
You corrupted everything we stand for and lost everything we gained. All of it sacrificed on the altar of your own spite.
And you! You have wasted your life, staring into that apple, dreaming of your own glory.
That is true, Abbas. I learned many things from the apple. Of life and death, of the past and the future. Let me show you.
I can never forgive you, Altair. The lies you told about my family, my father, the humiliation I suffered.
They were not lies, Abbas. I was 10 years old when your father came to see me. He was in tears, begging to be forgiven for betraying my family. Then he cut his own throat. I watched his life ebb away at my feet. I will never forget that image.
No!
But he was not a coward, Abbas. He reclaimed his honor.
I hope there is another life after this one. Then I will see him and know the truth of his final days. And when it is your time, we will find you. And then there will be no doubts.
Niccolo Polo. Our time together was brief, I know. But I have faith this codex will answer the many questions you have yet to ask.
Altair, this gift is invaluable. Grazie.
So, where will you go next?
back to Constantinople for a time. We will establish a guild there before returning to Venezia.
Your son Marco will be eager to hear his father's wild stories.
He is a little young for such tales, but one day soon, see?
Father, a vanguard of Mongols has broken through. The village is overrun.
Niccolo, your cargo and provisions are waiting for you by the village gates. We will escort you there.
Thank you, Mentor.
Ready the catapults and watch for my signal. Stay close.
Father, are you hurt?
Give me a moment. The end of an era. When I was very young, I was foolish enough to believe that our creed would bring an end to all these conflicts. If only I possessed the humility to say to myself, I have seen enough for one life. I have done my part. Then again, there is no greater glory than fighting to find the truth.
We are ready.
A last favor, Niccolo. Take these with you and guard them well. Hide them if you must.
Artifacts?
Of a kind. They are keys. Each one imbued with a message.
A message for whom?
I wish I knew. You have seen to my books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go be with your family. And live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
In much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
Strange visions and messages of ones who came before, of their rise and their fall.
But what happens to us, Altair? To our family? What does the apple say?
Who were the ones who came before? What brought them here? How long ago?
Get rid of that thing!
This is my duty, Maria. Maria? Where are you? Where is she?
Gone, Father. You do not remember? She's gone.
If you are asked, say I sent the apple away. Tell them I sent it to Cyprus or Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found. Not until the time is right.